So today we'll practice a little bit of high lunges or crescent moon in yoga, and talk a little bit about its alignment. Of course, yoga is never adamant or on one type of alignment unless anything different from that would cause injury, which is not really the case for crescent moon, but it's nice to offer one perspective on how to do that pose. So first, there are some ways of getting into the pose. Since the legs are really apart from each other, we can choose, which is really common, from downward dog, one leg up, waving that foot to the top of the mat and lift. So let's practice that a little bit, and I will talk a little bit about that. So remember to grip against the mat with the fingers apart. When you go into your downward dog, inhale to lift to the right leg, maybe lifting the opposite heel, and exhale, stepping right to the top of the mat. And right here, of course, it's not comfortable to lunge so low in runner's lunge for everybody. So it's a good thing to have blocks there, and right away you press, especially if you're doing hatha and it's a little bit slower. So you push and press and stay. And from here also, it's good to start activating the back leg. So I am pushing my left heel a little bit lower. Some people, have are from different school. The heel down, so the back leg will extend or semi-extend, but never bending the knee too much. That's a different pose, a different aspect. So pushing back, some people like hopping the toes a little bit more forward to really engage the ankle. All 10 toes facing forward is one of the most important things. So many people pivot the back heel, which is warrior one, when they lift and not lunge anymore, or crescent moon. So to lift, one of the most rewarding ways of lifting is sending the arms to the horizon while your chest is still low. I know it takes commitment, but yoga is commitment. Arms towards the horizon, energizing the hands. Yeah, we've been talking about hands. Holding the sun and bringing the sun to the top of your head. Yes, just that, you activate the top of the right thigh so much. The hip flexor, the back muscles, the core muscles. It's unbelievable. Just one breath. Energizing the arms. Almost if you would touch a cloud in the sky with your fingertips. And that's our high lunge. Oh yeah, one important thing is not to drop the knee in. Try to really see your big toe from the inner space in between the right knee and the left side of the mat. So let's cover another way of going into the pose now from standing. I know many people avoid stepping backwards to avoid injury on their toes, but that's for very fast-pacing yoga, especially vinyasa or yoga workouts. And I will cover here the classic hatha style. Talk a little bit about vinyasa too, but mostly hatha. That is, it is my mother, my dear mother yoga. So for hatha, we have feet apart, hip width, toes facing forward instead of toes in like in vinyasa. Tadasana, mountain pose, is strong but not as aggressive, positively aggressive in vinyasa. So we are a little bit more easy, We breathe in, arms up. Exhale, bringing the sky to the heart. Micro bending knees, and don't drop the gaze. It's all about your drishti. Keeping the drishti by the horizon. Try not to gaze down because that implies fear to your body. You will feel tense. Your mind will be a little bit all over the place. So your eyes are really connected to the thoughts and feelings. Stay there. And when you're ready, you start lifting the foot that you want to shoot back in this case. Now it's the right one, so we'll balance and start moving back. Don't move the eyes away. If you lose the balance, you stop, but the eyes are there and you're breathing. You're connecting to your nostrils, and you extend and bend the front knee, bend, and when the toes reach back, then you start your alignment. Front knee out, all 10 toes forward, maybe extending the back leg, maybe lowering the back heel. Energize the arms towards the sky, holding that beautiful sun. So it's a different challenge, right? The first option offers a beautiful challenge for our core muscles, and this one a beautiful challenge for our balance, and includes drishti, the eye-gazing meditative aspect. So yeah, there's tons to explore. And another choice, which feels a little bit safer, so maybe if you're start from the back of the mat, so you have the whole mat in front of you, but start training yourself not to gaze down again. The mat can be felt by your feet. The ground is there for you. There's no reason to look down. It's like looking back in life. No. So we open the chest, we gaze forward again. We ground ourselves, micro bending the knees, almost in martial arts, but not so low like that, just enough to feel present. And we start with arms up and hands in front of the chest, almost a tree pose. Start. We drop the weight, the presence and the consciousness on one foot, my left foot this time, and we kick the right heel back, and when we're ready, we inhale and exhale in a big step to the top of the mat, and then we align in hands. One important thing when we are in the pose is, in case it's not comfortable for us to separate the legs so far away like that in one step, it's important to walk the front toes in caterpillar movements forward. Because if the foot is behind the knee, that is bad alignment, and that will cause knee pressure, knee problems within time, doing that over and over. So it's important to have the knee on the top of the heel. Yeah. That's it. So practice some beautiful crescent moons today.